You gotta make your dreams come true. Reach for the stars, you can be one too. And soon one day they wanna be like you.
Of this year's competition is basketball. And there's 4 baskets on each side. And each team consists of 3 robots. So they're competing against each other. So this part right here is the turret. This is what actually shoots the baskets. This video camera actually acquires the basket and determines the distance and aims and determines the power automatically through algorithms. So it automatically aims and determines the power needed to be able to sink it in the basket.
So did your students develop that
This was all
algorithm?
developed by the students.
Wow.
Okay, so what they took off the shelf was the acquisition. Okay, and then what you did with that, they developed.
Okay.
Okay, so here, and they obviously had to hook it up and get it working and all that kind of stuff, which is a lot of tweaking. And this part is the acquirer. This goes over here and it brings this in. There's a door, and when the door is open, it accumulates balls. As soon as the door closes, there's enough friction so that it pushes them one at a time up into the turret to be shot.
Wow.
Okay, if you look at this, okay, we're using 8-inch wheels. These are omnidirectional wheels. And what that allows is this to spin on a dime.
Wow.
Okay, so your motors are connected here, they're connected by chain to the wheels, and this thing will spin on a dime. Very, very agile. Now, in addition to that, it's got a 2-speed transmission. So when we drive, there's a structure separating the 2 sides of the playing field.
Okay.
And that structure is about 8 inches high. And when it's in first gear, it can drive right over that structure. And then second gear is for speed. Okay? These right here, these are Jaguars. Okay, Jaguars are motor controllers. Okay, so you can see that we have 9 motors on this that are being used to control everything from the acquisition and shooting to the chassis for the movement.
Wow.
What we did here was we took these steel, we started off with just polyurethane, pipes. Mm-hmm. Okay, and what we found is that when we used the poly grip, that it basically ripped it apart, and it was moving. So what we did was we had this milled, okay, so that it has, as you can see, it's got grooves to hold the poly cord in place.
Wow. Okay.
This Lazy Susan we bought off the shelf, and we equipped it so that it now does the turning.
Wow. Nice.
Okay. Over here, you can come around to the other side. Okay. So this is the LAN that controls the communication, and the brain is right here.
Wow.
And we're using National Instruments C-RIO, which is their industrial brain that's used for instrumentation and control in very complex manufacturing and prototyping environments.
You gotta make your dreams come true. Reach for the stars, you can be one too. And soon one day they wanna be like you. And dreams do come true.